Good morning. Welcome to day 39, Monday, May 18th, 2026. It's a little after 5 in the morning. Just enjoying my second cup of coffee before I get moving. Sunrise is getting a little earlier every day, which is great. Using less headlamp power as I break down camp. So today, like most days on the CDT, there is water management. This is a long, dry stretch, but 13 and a half miles from here is a spring a little bit off trail, and that is where I will get my water for the rest of the day. So that'll be a water carry for 6-7 miles to camp, but that's fine. The weather is looking really good again. It's a little bit cooler for the next few days. It's like only getting up into the 70s, which is really nice. And looking forward to another hopefully decent mileage day with 70 miles to go to Cuba. See you out there. Oh, yeah, and I guess the other thing is so I had a little bit of cell service, and it looks like the first group of hikers that have taken the red line from Cumbres Pass in Colorado just reported some updates on the Facebook group. And so there is snow there still. It's very soft and deep, so they're post-holing. They're up to their shins or their knees on the north-facing slopes, and the south-facing slopes are completely snow-free. And it's melting fast. So by the time I get there, I think I'm going to be in pretty good shape as far as having to deal with snow. So that's all very encouraging. And good news for staying on the red line in Colorado. And they're going to keep posting updates as they make their way towards the San Juan. So it'll be interesting to see how the snow's doing once they get there. So that's, in the back of my head, that's in my mind. A lot of people, I think some of the early folks have already are on the Creed cutoff, avoiding that whole section. But yeah, it sounds good. Like the red line will definitely be doable when I get there in whatever 2-3 weeks.
So this is what happens when you're out here doing this long road walk. If it was 10 or 15 degrees warmer, it would not be as pleasant. It's fine, but your mind wanders. I pulled up Google Maps in the tent and saw that in Cuba, near where I plan to stay, is a McDonald's. I'm already thinking about getting into town, whatever morning that I'm gonna be there, make sure I'm there in time for a McDonald's breakfast. It stays away. I'm already thinking about it. Haven't seen any signage in a while. A sign. I think we're gonna keep going this way, curving around to the right. 9:30, just took my second break, made some Gatorade. Only have about 4.5 miles to the spring where I would be getting water for the rest of the day. So the spring from my campsite was like 13.5 miles, and the next water cache is like 26 miles from where I was camped. 26 miles is a lot, but I'm making really good time on this dirt road. So I'll wait till I get to the spring to make a final decision, but I could just go for it and just push for the water cache instead of carrying all that water for a long time. It would be like 6 extra miles of hiking, but on these kind of conditions, that's like 2 hours if it stays like this. So I'll have to think about it, but it's tempting to have a later pack and just have a long day. I did pass one other couple that was taking a break. I saw them pass by my campsite last night. They just passed me by again, so we're kind of leapfrogging right now. It's 11 o'clock. I got about a mile until the spring. I've decided I'm just gonna get water there. Not gonna like kill myself trying to do a 26-mile day. So we'll get to the spring, we'll fill up on water, and then my goal is to do about a 20 to 21 mile day, which would be really nice. So there's that couple who are through hikers ahead of me, and then there was one other solo hiker that was probably about a quarter mile ahead of me. I never like got to see them up close, but they're ahead of me, so I'm sure they'll all be at the spring. And then there's one guy who's behind me, but I wonder if anyone is planning to do that long marathon day, or if everyone's loading up with water here. The couple, they were camped probably a mile or two ahead of me, so it would be a little bit of a shorter day for them. And I'm not sure about the other one ahead of me, where they were camped. But yeah, it's all about figuring out what you're gonna do with your water situation. I don't have any more wraps or cold pizza, so I need water to make food tonight. And I want to be hydrated tonight, so I'm bringing a lot of water. Nothing new there. Well, here's an info kiosk, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Very cool. Okay, made it to the junction for the spring. So I'm gonna leave my pack here, just bring my smart water bottles and my CNOC bag. And it's like a 10-minute trip each way. So I don't know if anyone else has stopped here, or they're all going for the water cache, which is still like 12 miles away, or they all just took their packs down to the spring. That's probably the smart thing, but I'm gonna chance it. I think it'll be fine. There is a nice sandy developed path with cairns to the spring, which is really nice. Of course, it's going to be going down. It'll be going up with all the water, but that's fine. It doesn't look like it's, it can't be more than a quarter mile, if it's even that, each way. All right, I see the water down there. Just got to get down there. Cool. All right, it's still a little before noon. Just got back from the spring. There were a couple through hikers down there. I couldn't stay and chat because I left my backpack up here. But I collected 6 liters of clear, cool water. Just have to filter it. And the goal was to do like another 6 to 8 miles. I want to at least hit 20 miles and maybe go a little further depending on, what the terrain is doing and how I'm feeling. But it's still pretty early, but now I'm going to have a heavy load. So no need to kill myself. But yeah, the weather has been pretty good, especially when we get a little shade. This road has been mostly exposed, but overall not too bad. It's about 1:30, taking a break at 8,000 feet. Have about 4 more miles to the general area where I'm looking to camp tonight. So probably one more break and then in a couple hours we'll be there, hopefully. Okay, I've reached the general area where I want to camp. I'm just going to go through this clearing here and find something in these trees. Okay, recap time's getting to be 5 o'clock. I've had everything set up for about an hour now. Camped at 7,900 feet. It's a little breezy, but it's not anything crazy. Big day of hiking today, 21 and a half miles, and about 8.5 miles of that was carrying a lot of water, probably 8 liters in total, so not too shabby. I'm definitely enjoying all that water now, having some tailwind. Gonna make some dinner, got some good dessert, and we'll figure out on far out what our water situation will be like tomorrow. Saw 3 through hikers at the spring. I think one of them just strolled on by, and I'm sure the couple will probably go by at some point as well. I'm getting an early start in the day, so I think they all go a little bit later in the day, where like today I started at 6. I was like done hiking at 3:30 and had everything set up by 4. So what is that? 9.5 hours of hiking. I like going somewhere between like 8 to 10. I can push an 11 or 12-hour day, but I don't like to do that too often. But yeah, feel pretty good to do over 20 miles and not have any real aches or pains, and carrying all that water for like half of a day. That's not too bad. So I'm going to relax. I'm going to look at what tomorrow's game plan is, and we'll see you in the morning.